how much cash do you have on hand right now? And as you get closer to retirement, what is your game plan for beefing up that cash so you can both protect yourself from the inevitable emergencies and a bad bear market? Why do you actually need more cash in retirement? Why isn't just a few $1,000s in emergency savings or 3 to 6 months worth of expenses in the bank? Why isn't that enough? Well, those rules no longer apply when you're retired for a couple of reasons. First of all, you'll want to consider maintaining even more cash for emergencies in retirement because you're no longer working. So when you're retired, you're no longer working. The older you are, the harder it is to just go out there, find a part-time job or a side gig. You can't do like someone who's 35 could do and just maybe work more hours or drive Uber. It's not that easy. So if you have this sudden and unexpected expense or medical bills, or you're paying for some type of an emergency, the last thing you want to do is put that on a credit card or have to liquidate your retirement portfolio or a portion of it to pay for that. So that can be devastating. Both of those can be devastating and can completely derail your retirement plan. So the solution is that we need lots of cash on hand in retirement, more than you probably think that you'll need. Now, the other reason why you want to keep a lot of cash on hand is because it can save you in times like we're in right now, market downturns, recession, market crises, so that what you can do is if you have cash sitting on the sidelines, you can either reduce what you're pulling out of your portfolio or suspend your withdrawals altogether. So for example, if your portfolio drops 10 or 20% or even more than that, that drop could be significantly worse if you're also taking out withdrawals on top of that. You make the problem worse. So having cash on hand will allow you to suspend those withdrawals, stop the bleeding in a market downturn. Now that I've addressed the why behind needing more cash than the standard 3 to 6 months of cash on hand, I want to talk about how much cash you should actually have. Like, what's the good number? So at a bare minimum, absolute bare minimum, you want to have 6 months worth of cash, monthly expenses on hand just for emergencies alone. So if you spend if you spend $5,000 a month, that means you'll need $30,000 in cash in retirement just for emergencies. Now, on top of that, in order to protect yourself in the next market downturn, you want to keep another 12 months worth of cash in terms of your portfolio withdrawals. So, and the reason why you want to do this is because the average bear market since World War II lasts about 14 months. Now, some are shorter than that, some are longer than that. It's anyone's guess how long this current bear market will last. But using that historical reference, 12 months is a good place to start with how much you should have in cash. And so if you're able to do that, if you have 6 months worth of expenses for emergencies and then another 12 months worth of whatever you're withdrawing for your portfolio, from your portfolio set aside, you'll be able to stop those withdrawals altogether and use the cash that you have and draw down from that balance so that you're not making things worse in your investments. You can sleep better at night, and you're not making the problem worse. So you have your 6 months worth of living expenses, that's $30,000. You have 12 months worth of portfolio withdrawals, that's another $24,000. So that's $54,000 of cash when you add that up. And it seems like a lot, but it's not. And it's absolutely critical that you maintain a meaningful amount of cash in. So how much cash do you have on hand right now? And as you get closer to retirement, what is your game plan for beefing up that cash so you can both protect yourself from the inevitable emergencies and a bad bear market, getting blindsided by that in retirement? We don't want that to happen. And so hopefully after watching this video, you have some better guidance and a game game plan about how much cash is right for you. But more importantly, make sure that you have the discipline to build up that cash over time and maintain that level of cash rather than seeing it as a piggy bank that you could tap into. We want to reserve that for the worst possible emergencies, the worst storms that you could encounter in your retirement. So thank you so much for watching. My name is Ashley Micciche, and I hope you have a blessed day.